Yo, what's up, guys, and welcome to the stream. So, as you can see by the thumbnail, time to showcase the version 1.0.0 pre-alpha build. Now, this isn't everything, obviously. That's why it's still in pre-alpha version. Isn't everything that all the features for the base game sort of thing. So there is going to be a lot more updates, but I wanted to get an update out because I didn't want this list to get way too long, to have 100 different things, and then release the version 1.0.0. So this gives me, I think it's about, 10 versions here, then 10 versions there. So like 10 times 10, which is 100, so about 100 versions I can get out of this. That sort of stops it from getting to a version 2.0. But that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing today in the stream is pretty much showcasing everything, showing you a lot of that I've been doing in the last streams have been upgraded heaps, so I can show you pretty much everything. But this is pretty much the change log. If you're not on the Discord, make sure you go over to the Discord. I'll post stuff like this on the Discord. Also random, I've got the change log, we've got the credits, we've got the random showcasing videos and stuff. We've got the devlogs and the streams and stuff like that. You can ask questions, suggest stuff, and talk in the chat. But that's pretty much where we are. I can't really see. I think the alerts are up too. So if you comment, I think I'm going to be able to hear the alerts. And if you subscribe, I think you'll pop up on screen. But let's start. Where can I start actually? Let's start with the order system. So, you probably noticed there's a new file structure now. Before I had NPC and player, but I've just dropped, like, these are just all the assets I'm using in that folder, and everything that's in the game is in this folder. So what I want to show you, the order system. So I do everything in components. Each feature is pretty much in its own individual component. So we've got the order system now. Something very basic right now. It's just a couple of boxes in that, but that's showing the thing. This is performing an order. That's a comment. See, I can actually hear him now. How you doing, Gary Smith, mate? How's it going, mate? Good to see you stream. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been over a week since the last stream, but there's a lot to showcase today. So let me jump back into this. So we've got the order system here. So this is performing an order. There's different types of orders. Right now, cancelling is cancelling order. You can handcuff, uncuff, search, and segregate a player. So this is just doing that, and then it's detoggling the UI. So spawning him in the shoe for that, searching a player, cuffing a player, uncuffing a player, and everything is now in montages. So if I can go to here, I'd have to go to here. So this is the searching logic. I've disabled that just so because it's not working on the dropped in characters. It might be working now, but alright, search a player. What I'm looking for is a multicast. So everything is a montage now. Before I had it inside the. If I can go like this, animations, player, everything's organized now, as you can see. I don't know what that leg glitch is. If anyone can tell me what that is, and if I do try to do loop animations, the legs glitch. But if I do montages, it doesn't. So, like what I did is I reverted back. So now this is just the locomotion of the character, and then there's an overlay. See, we have weapon overlays. But then there's an upper body slot. See this upper body slot there? This is where I can do all my montages for mostly upper body. But if I do it on the default slot, which will be somewhere over here, well, there's a default slot somewhere. This is probably where the upper body stuff is. But so I'm not doing it through the animation instance now. Everything is just simply montages. So we have a search montage. Like before there was start, ends, and loops, but now that's a whole single montage. So as you can see, it goes for 4 seconds, but that's a search. So what I'll do is, if you haven't actually seen the devlog, make sure I've actually posted a second devlog showcasing all this stuff. But what I'll do is I'll jump in game quickly. Shout out to whoever's watching. I can't see the view counts. But I'll jump in and I'll show you the orders, how the orders work. I'm pretty sure I'm a CO when I spawn. But yeah, so there's the order system. What do we got? order systems, store and contrabands. I can show you that next. Cell allocations. This is pretty much, when you die and when you get segregated, you'll go to the SHU. When you die, you go to the SHU for 2 minutes, and if a CO segregates you, I'm thinking about making them like determine how long you go to the SHU. Right now, you only go for 5 minutes, but I'm thinking about letting them put you in there for up to 10 minutes. So they can put you in there for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I might do that. But hopefully this is going, yes. It takes a little bit to load in, guys, but I'll pretty much jump in. I'll pretty much show you as much as I can on the CO side, because I'm going to spawn as a CO. Then I'm going to show you some orders. Everything's been revamped a couple times now too. So everything's like at a really good build, at a really good state. That's why I released this build as the first version. It's missing a lot of features that the game needs, but it's still the first version. By the time we get to version 1.1, we'd be probably testing, or maybe 1.2. So alright, we've got holster equipped for the taser. You can taser, as you can see, like he'll automatically. Oh, I just bugged myself. That just completely bugged me. That completely bugged the weapon. Opening that. So what happened is I shot the gun, it reloaded, and then I done that. So I think, yeah, this top animation like broke that animation, which is I can't use the gun anymore. So there's something. 2 montages cannot play at the same time, or at least in that situation it broke something. But hopefully I'm still going to be able to order. Alright, so inmates, you can pretty much walk up to them and a little order menu will come up. So right now we can handcuff him. His leg's probably going to glitch because I'm too close. Yeah, see, I need to work out what that leg glitch is. It's part of the animation blueprint. I think I've done something to it. We're now reverted back. I can pretty much... so there's handcuff anyway. There's uncuff. So don't mind the placement of the handcuffs. Like, it's not easy placing the handcuffs, but I think we'll have to make some new handcuffs that will somehow fit. Or maybe we can actually, attach it to that hand, and have like a chain that's got physics or something. Maybe that will work. But there we go. We've got unhalf, we've got search and stuff. Something I don't think I showcased, but you would have seen it in the gameplay, is searching storage. So now, instead of just automatically confiscating anything that's illegal, you will now be able to see what's in there and confiscate anything at will, or even leave it there if you choose. And if you didn't see here, when I searched the inmate, his inventory pops up, so you can go through his inventory and you can literally confiscate his food or whatever you want to do. You can confiscate it. I might leave that until it starts becoming a thing where people complain about it, and then I'll to make it so they can only confiscate illegal items. But right now it's like that. So there's that and that. There's the order system. What else can I show you with the guard? Nothing really. It's broken anyway. But let's jump into here. So what else can I show you? We've got order systems, SHU allocations. The SHU's a little bit different now. These doors can't be accessed at all by anybody. You automatically spawn in the SHU, and then when you leave the SHU, you'll automatically spawn in your cell, like where your cell is. So that's how you transition from the SHU into the... So when you die, you'll die. That's something else. We've also got some new animations, which we can drag in now. So the animators created some new animations, a new death animation and a new taser animation. So this is going to be really cool. I haven't seen these yet. We're going to see them right now. But that's something I wanted to implement. Maybe there's some more stuff I can show you. that's a very serious issue with the two animations playing and destroying each other. Interesting. So what I'm going to have to do, maybe I can centralize it to one individual node that does montages. Hmm. And then if you're doing a montage, you can't do any other montages. The montage just won't work. It will do whatever's was previously playing. That's the only way I know how to fix it. Like unless there's maybe a different slot that I can put the interaction ones on, and then the weapons ones can have their own slot. You know, like an upper body slot, and then you got like weapon overlays. Maybe there can be a weapon slot and an interaction slot. Maybe that will fix it. Or maybe it was just maybe it just broke the weapon system. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I hope it only just broke the weapon system and that's it. Because I've seen what happened is the new animation just played over the top of the other animation. Man, I think there's only about 5 animations here, and it takes a long time to import this stuff. But if you want to jump into the comments, now's the time, guys. If you're new to the game, make sure you hit the like button, consider subscribing. Go check out the devlogs, and there's a link in the description for that. There's also the game Discord link is in the description. But how long have we been going for? 13 minutes. All right. These animations are going to be dope. He actually made a proper taser animation, because what was happening before was I was just ragdolling the player. But now we'll have actual so being tasered and dying was ragdolling. But now we've got two separate animations. He also done me animations for in case you've been handcuffed and you get tasered. There's a version of that in case you've been what's the other overlay? Handcuffed and wounded. Oh, we worked out we didn't need the wounded one because we can just start the animation as soon as they stand up, sort of thing. I can't even think of all the stuff that I could show you without showing you stuff I've already shown you. A lot of fixes too. I think anything from down here. I'm sure I've shown you the nurse. We've shown you the commissary. I'll show you the commissary and stuff next. But let's get these animations in here because we're going to need them. It shouldn't be hard to implement these animations too, so probably about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. But like I said, what we do in these streams is the first 20 minutes I start showcasing anything that I can. You know, a bit of gameplay, show you the code, show you how things work. Maybe I can just go through each component with you. Because a lot has changed with the components. Even when oh wait, the hunger and thirst system doesn't need to be replicated. Only the health would. Unless it doesn't. I'm assuming it would because you're changing those values. And any value that's changed needs to be replicated or it just doesn't work. That other players can manipulate and stuff, like with damage. Other players can manipulate your damage level It would, yeah. But the hunger and thirst wouldn't. It's really an only client situation happening there. Am I correct? Well, it just wouldn't need to be replicated. The hunger and thirst and everything with the hunger and thirst is happening on the own and client in a widget. Or do you mean the hunger and thirst would need to be replicated, or just the health? I'm pretty sure the health, because the health's the only one that players are even gonna alter. Oh my god, how long is this taking? I forgot how long this takes. I could imagine how long it takes him to export the animations. 4 second animation probably takes an hour to export. Not really. The only way it would be is if you have it starving you to take damage. But wouldn't only the damage variable need to be replicated if that's the situation? Or does now the thirst and hunger need to be replicated because it's manipulating, altering the damage? I think that's where the line is with the line drawn with the replication. From what I understand, anyway. Like before I even started with Unreal Engine, I understood sort of client and server logic. Yeah, I would do them all to be fair. Yeah, they already are, I think so. Something I want to ask you that I don't know is references. Do you know that, like, character reference, character movement, capsule component, even actor component references? Do they need to be replicated, or they don't need to be replicated? I'm talking about those base references. I'm not talking about like saving data. I'm talking about those base references. Like, would I need to replicate all those variables, or are they just back end variables? That's something I don't know yet. I haven't sort of tried yet. I think something wasn't working, and I was assuming that was the situation. I think it's part of the dev system, or part of the player dying. But I think because I was in a single player game. Once we get a bit more features in, like a bit of a base going, then that's when we'll fully start testing the multiplayer and the replication and stuff. It's just going to be like anything, just like any of my SAMP servers that I first put up online. It's going to be broken as fuck, and for the first couple of days, and you're probably not going to like being online when I'm developing, because I'll be restarting the thing non-stop. You have to be updating non-stop. You have to be removing your save files non-stop, because most of the time they won't work with the update. That's what I'm like. Like I like to get it to a stage, alpha stage. That's what it is. There's pre-alpha. Alpha is considered the base game. What the developer considers is what the game needs to be able to be a game to be tested. But a pre-alpha is the stages before that. And then once you reach an alpha stage, then you can do your testing on your end, and you're able to test everything, and then get to a stage where there's nothing else you can test, and then you go into a beta stage where you start getting other people to play your game and testing it and all that type of stuff. So hopefully we'll be in beta by this time next year, like well into it. Like in less than 12 months, I want to be fully testing this game, and anybody can download it and test it, potentially in an early access stage. I will be doing a closed beta situation where it probably won't be on Steam, but it might be on Steam, where only certain people will be testing, and then because it needs to be ready out the gate, it needs to be good out the gate, it needs to be complete out the gate, it needs to be bug free out the gate. Because by the time people start downloading it, like you need them to be able to download it and the game work and the game be fun and all that type of stuff. And then those little things you can add and upgrade in time, you know what I mean? That's the idea. But 25,000 total keys. Animations must be complex, man. I couldn't imagine how long it takes him to export it. Probably depends on your, it definitely depend on your PC build as well. I've got an RTX 4060, Ryzen 5 5500, and 32 gigabyte RAM. It's not the best build, but it's probably not the worst. That is a lot for some animations. Well, wait until you see how complex and well done these animations are. Our animator is amazing, man. I'm telling you. Like even with my last roleplay game, some of those animations were mocap, and by the time we get to a point where we ask for a little bit of funding to register the game, register the studio, cross all our T's and dot all of our I's legally to be able to release the game. And then all the rest of the funding will go to the developers, and that's when we're going to upgrade everything. That's when he's going to get a mocap, potentially, like he'll be able to afford mocap then, and then he can do all the animations again in mocapture. So that's the motion capture. So that's the idea. So we're going to have pretty decent animations, in the base build, but by the time it's fully released, we're going to have some sick animations, hopefully. And hopefully somebody finds us and wants to step in and actually make a better map that's actually capable, that's got the experience and can actually deliver and actually create a really good prison map. Because the map I've got now, I'm considering just a prototype map. It's just the map that we're going to have for at least the first testing stages. You know what I mean? So what are we waiting for? We're waiting for animations. 80%, guys. We got 25,000 total keys, 64 out of 161. Like, look, it's literally doing every single bone. Look, he's probably. Actually, I think there might be some more animations in here. I'm not sure, but I know that the death animation and the taser animations are in here. I can't really show you anything in game, but let's jump over here. So that's something I can talk about, the cigarette currency. So the way it works is like I'm going to build a workshop where there's going to be a working area where you go and do some sort of process to work to be able to earn money, and that's how you can afford commissary. And then to be able to buy contraband and stuff like that, you need to be able to buy cigarettes, which is like $1 for one cigarette. So for it's the same currency. So to get contraband, you need to pay cigarettes to be able to pay for the contraband. Because I thought that would be a realistic situation, because that's how you can avoid using like real-time money and getting people to send money into your account and then it being tracked and all that type of stuff. So the way the inmates stop the COs from tracking it is they use cigarettes for currency. Potentially even I can even make it so commissary can be sold for real money. So you'll be able to work for money. You'll be able to sell commissary as well. You might be able to do illegal stuff and then sell cigarettes back into commissary somehow, maybe. Really yet to figure all that stuff out. What I want to do is I just want to get to a base version that's working. And then once the players come in, I'll work out like they will tell me everything that is missing, everything they don't like. I've been doing this stuff since 2010 or potentially 2009. I think I started scripting SAMP servers. I've done that for over 14 years, and I had some pretty popular servers, maintained them for years. One of my servers had over 180,000 registered users, which is not super big, but that's a pretty big number. And that was a server that was like on for a couple months and off for 4 months, 6 months, and then on for a couple months, off for 6 months, on for a couple months, and it still reached that number. If it was on constantly that whole time, that number would be 3 times large. Come on. It's still 80%. I should have imported this beforehand. I'll know for next time anyway. I can't click on anything to show you what's going on. Told you about that. We've got the order system obviously. I don't know what other type of orders we can or stuff you can perform on inmates, like actions. If you got any ideas, let me know in the comments. We've got store and contraband menus. If you haven't seen the devlog there, that's just the store menu. The commissary menu is a commissary NPC, and that's how you can buy food, drinks. Here we go, guys. Food, drinks, and cigarettes, which is the only bit of commissary that we have now. But there's always the T-pose. We'll get rid of that. That's how long it took to get 6 animations in. So what have we got? Oh yeah, that's right. They're whole animations. So that's been what? Oh, here we go. I was wondering what was going on. So this is it which one's stand? Oh, here we go. This is oh yeah, that's been stabbed. So that's been stabbed if you stand up. And that's been stabbed if you're crouching. Or dying actually, because the only way you can die technically right now is being stabbed. So if there's other ways to die, we'd probably have to make those animations. And this is alright, taser, crouch react, cuffed crouch react, stand react. Alright. Not bad, man. That's actually sick. And that's the recovery. Very nice. Oh, that's mad. Because they're montages, we can't have stop, start, loop, and animations and combine them together in the animation blueprint. Like there needs to be one single montage. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, I forgot about actually being stabbed. Well, I need to work out which ones are missing and show him because like I don't think I have everything I need. I've got crouch being stabbed. That could be crouch wounded, crouch handcuffed. That's right. We need handcuffed versions of the being stabbed. Oh wait, there's being cuffed. There's being tasered while you're being cuffed. All right, that's good. All right, let's just go through these. So there's crouch being stabbed. There's crouch being tasered. There's cuffed being tasered. There's cuffed standing being tasered. Well, that's cuffed crouching being tasered. Yeah, that's actually standing being tasered. Dying or being stabbed. Is there 2 of these or? Oh, because that's cuffed. All right. So we're missing a couple here. There needs to be a cuffed version of this. I'll tell him that after. But all right, let's jump back into here. So let me get these where they need to be. September 12th, player, sequences. All right, where can we start? I can start with all the locomotion stuff. I've pretty much cleaned it all right up. We're all using single interfaces. So we've got this references. This is what I was asking before. That's what I was asking before here. Should all this stuff be replicated? These are all base classes and stuff. You got mesh, capsule movement, and all the. I don't think this stuff would need to be replicated. But I've got a single reference file, so there's all the references that I ever need are from this one file now. So I made them all use that. Yeah, I just cleaned everything up. I also made it. Also made parkour actually work with everything. Here's a tip actually. See, if you've got like a parkour system, like a mantling system or a vaulting system that's using the visibility channel, there is a very good chance that if you're using assets and you're bringing assets in, they're not blocking the visibility channel. So what you do is like the way I figured it out is just to do this. You create your own chase channel and you make it block. So that makes everything in the engine and everything that gets added block. So then it will make it work. So that's what I've done now. I just like cleaned everything up, made them use one single references. So those are the smart locomotion ones. That's the camera for the smart locomotion, and the weapons. I revamped the weapon system, the equipment system into a weapon system. I don't think I've shown you this yet, but this is the weapon system. And the only thing I had was an overlay, a weapon overlay, where you could aim a gun, aim a taser, and hold a sword, which I turned into a knife. So here's this is not technically equipping. That's just changing the different types of. Oh wait, no, that is equipping actually. Equip weapon, remove weapon, add weapon, automatic equip for the knife. This already existed. That already existed, and that's all there was. You could aim, and that's it. And then I added fire logic. We got the fire logic's just a montage, shooting montage, a sound, and a line trace. And the stabs are just different, random different stabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, a random combination of them, or not a combination, just a random one each time you do it. We've got fire montages on the multicast. We've got take taser hit logic. This is where everything's going to change. This is where everything's going to change for the taser. So what I can do right now actually is we can do that. We can probably implement this straight in. Has it been 20 minutes? Alright, it's been 34 minutes. At least we're following the rules now. So alright. So what we're going to do, we're going to do this taser logic. So like, as I said, I'm doing everything in montages. These montages need to be default, which is one of these. Montage, stand, tasered. Which is on the default slot, because it needs to be on the default slot if the whole body's animated. But if it's just the upper body, like an interaction animation, it's the upper body. What I need to know is 13 seconds. Alright. Stand tasered. Shit. Crouch tasered. That's the one I want. Alright, this is where they ragdoll. Boom. Let's get rid of this nonsense. Oh yeah, temporarily deactivates. Alright. We won't need this timer now. We just need to spawn the artifacts and then deactivate the blood drip. Running on a server, yeah. So this is just deactivating the blood drip temporarily, and then we can where's that? Where's these crouched? Oh, they've been parkour, huh? The fuck? Oh, shit. Alright, so if they're crouching, we're gonna multicast it. Multicast, play, taser, animation. Hey, if you're still watching, Gary Smith, mate, tell me what does this really do? Does that matter? And like, when should I be turning that on if I should be? That's something I don't know. I haven't really even bothered Googling that or anything. Play tasered animation. For important stuff, define important stuff. See, because I've only been really doing Unreal Engine full time. Like I sort of dabbled a little bit beforehand, but full time since early 2023. So like about 2.5 years now. So. everything I would consider to be important then. What's this? Oh, interesting. Oh, wait. Is crouched. Go. Bit of an OCD thing there. Alright. So if they're crouched, we do that. They also do this. Oh, shit. Ah, interesting. There's a target ID, yes. The hit actor. Okay. No, crouch stays it. Alright. Alright, so they get tasered, and then after they get tasered, they stand back up, and that's all they would need to do. Oh, except this. Just in case they're wounded. I'm pretty sure that's what would be good. Play reload animation. Throw animation. Oh, let's see how we go. Just gotta try not get bugged like before. Alright. Shout out to whoever's watching. Make sure you hit the like button. Consider subscribing, guys. Go check out the last devlog. I literally posted it yesterday or the day before. It's a brand new devlog. Show pretty much just quick 5-6 minute summary of everything. But I thought it's time for another stream. A lot to showcase. I had a mind blank at the start of the stream. I'm thinking, I don't even know what to show them. And I literally only just finalized it like 2 days ago. So everything's still good there. Yep. I hope that we're going in. Yes, we are. What do you guys think of my new wallpaper? I love it. Always get bored of my wallpaper and need to change it to something a little bit more modern feel, you know? So Tasered should look a lot better now. A lot better now. The spark length is probably not going to be the same, but I'll check that comment. Hopefully I remember when I go back out, but let's see what happens when old mate gets tasered. I think there's only 1 or 2 animations that are missing out of that batch. Like I think being handcuffed while you're being stabbed. I mean, being... Alright, let's see what happens. It will look better getting shot this way. That actually looks so much better. So much better, man. Get up. Get up now. Oh, he's a bit woozy. Oh, we might have to root motion those animations. That's what I think's happening. I have to root motion him. Because look. That's where he should be. Right there. That's his center of... And he pops back. Watch. See? Okay. It will call no matter what. If your server has latency issues, etc. Oh, that's right. I remember that. Yeah. To prevent the server from bottlenecking, the server will ignore some calls such as overlap events, less important functionality, etc. So if you tick that, it will call no matter what. You should never use reliable on events which are fired over tick. Ah, interesting. Okay. I might actually turn them all off and let the engine decide. Okay, the animations. No, here. What is it? Set 12? Okay. Okay. So now that root motion thing should be interesting. I hope it fixes it anyway. I think it will. I think I've had issues like that before. But tasering looks a lot better now, doesn't it? So much better now. Because before they just ragdolled to the ground and it looks stupid. Yeah, it does look a lot better, yeah. Even the death animation looks pretty decent. Our animator. Sorry guys, I can't speak today for some reason. Well, I know the reason. I've got speech disfluency disorder, which is really hard to see. You should have seen how hard it was to record the devlog, guys. The weapon one, oh man, the start of them. It's so hard to do it. It took me about 10 goes to do just like a 1 minute fucking freestyle thing. Okay. Alright, now we're checking the foot positioning of the animations. I'm pretty sure this fixes it. Because there would have been no root motion, because that's what root motion is, I think. If you have root motion on and the animation changes your position, you will remain in that position. I'm hoping anyway. On the ground now. See? Beautiful. Fixed it. That's actually so much better. See what happens when I shoot him again, but... I mean... What I need... Yeah, that's right. I need to make sure if they're being tasered, they only do the arc effects. So, like... Say I shoot him once, like that, and then I shoot him again, the spark will only happen. He won't repeat the thing. Look, I'll fix that right now in 2 seconds with the boolean. This is where I've got to do this actually, like this. Sorry guys, a bit of OCD happening here. Alright, so they're being tasered. No longer being tasered. No longer being tasered. Reactivate their blood drip. But this is where I do this. Interesting. If they're not being tasered, then do that. If they are being tasered, we just do this. Little bit of a fix up here. Alright. There we go. So now, if they're being tasered, we'll just do the effect again. But if they haven't been tasered yet, we'll taser them. They'll go into the animation, and they'll just keep getting sparks on them until they stand back up, and then they can be tasered again. So that should fix that. Then all I would need is like to work out if they're handcuffed. Do like a easy handcuff stuff here. So if they're crouched, then we'll do that. If they're handcuffed crouch, we'll do the handcuff crouch. If we do, then if not, we'll do the normal one. So that's what we're going to do for that. I think there's some missing for that. But let's see if you can shoot them multiple times without it redoing the montage. Oh, sorry guys, I had my thing up. Okay. All right. That happened twice. I heard that. I don't know why, but these overlap things like fire off multiple times. I'm pretty sure it fires off on the character and the controller. Alright, mate. See? Much better. He won't be able to ragdoll completely until now. Beautiful. I just got to make it so you can't order them while they're being tasered. See how powerful booleans are, guys? Booleans are beautiful. I love them. You can determine exactly when things are happening and exactly when they're ending. That's a really good animation, man. Shout out to our animator, man. He's a beast. Let's see what happens when I shoot, how it looks from shooting him from behind. I like how he gets a bit dizzy like that. Ah, I wonder why he was like I asked him like because I said I need him to fall forward if I shoot him in the back and I need him to fall backwards, and he's like, nah, trust me, this will work for, and it doesn't really matter because they're just like getting electrocuted. Yeah, well, the main purpose of this is to stop inmates in their tracks. So once, that's something I don't think I've done. I need to do this. Uh, I have to make it so they can't do anything. They can't move. And then it's reset, ignore, move input, I think. Actually, we can probably test this. Where's... Oh man, we can probably test this one now. Okay. So if they're crouched, we can only do two different types. So now if they're cuffed, oh, interesting. I'm gonna need a lot of room. Shit. Need to make the montages first. Crouch, tasered, cuffed. Cuffed, crouch, react, taser. Oh wait, is he standing back up? Or is he going back into a crouch? I can just make him uncrouch from it. That's what I'll do. So there's that, and crouch, tasered, cuffed. Stand, tasered. Cuffed. Stand, tasered, cuffed. Stand, react, cuffed, stand, react. Beautiful. Alright. Uh, Alright, so if they're crouched, if they're cuffed, we do that. Else we do that. If they're not crouched but they're cuffed, we do the stand cuffed. Else we do this. So crouch, tasered, cuffed. Stand, tasered, cuff. Alright, so now let's see if we can handcuff him and taser him at the same time. I just got to know if they're crouched and then get tasered, they automatically will uncrouch because that's when they get back up there. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense just make them once they get back up and you crouched again. But this should look good either way if he's handcuffed or unhandcuffed. Animation is amazing compared to the ragdoll. The ragdoll looks alright. You can get away with it, but we needed animations, man. Now there's no timer. I won't have to do a black screen, technically, because the ragdoll was just throwing the camera around badly. Like when you ragdolled, I don't think the developer discovered that. Alright, here comes Officer Weapons. Out of the way. On the ground now. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, so it's the false is firing. That's firing here. I think these are just not working that way. Hmm. That means handcuffs are probably not set in handcuffs properly. They're cuff player. Okay. Interesting. Ah, no, they should remain cuffed. I don't know. Let's give it one more try. Then I'd have to look into it. Uh, one more try. How long have we been going for? Over an hour, not bad. So I don't know why he's not montaging when he's handcuffed. Because it's literally an overlay in the. It's part of the idle. Like it's all built in properly. It's a montage. Like maybe I didn't do the montages correctly, or maybe I'm not setting the right mesh. Or doing the montages on the right mesh. I've got to check that. I want to go in now. Officer Weapons is in the house. Alright, so now we want to. And then we want to. And then. Interesting. 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 What I can try now is the other way around. Instead of shooting him, then handcuffing him, and then shooting him, I handcuff him, then shoot him. To see if the first tasered was the reason that it's not happening the second time. So if this does happen this time, I know it's something like the taser's not getting reset. Oh look, that's why it's not happening. I didn't even plug that in. Fuck me dead. That's why it's not happening. Okay. Shit. Yeah, we know. Cancel. Alright, so now it's actually going to work. The montages are just so much easier to work with because you have completed events, which is literally right as soon as it finishes. So you can do things like, you can even do montage notifies. Like I couldn't really get one working, but there's notifies for the montage. It's to say like halfway through the montage you want something to happen, you can just do it through the notifier. It fires off. Oh, I tried to show you, but so now he should be able to be tasered by his anchor. Come on. But after this, guys, I'm probably gonna finish it up a little, finish up the stream. I just got to get the other animations for this, like all the different types of situations you can get tasered. I think there's maybe 1 or 2 different types of situations, like animations that I need. But I think I've got enough death animations, and I'll get that working, and I'll probably showcase it in a short. I'll probably post a short and show everyone this new animation like straight away after the stream. But stay tuned for the death animation. But alright, so now we've got to handcuff him. And now we've got to tase him. Oh man, that is so sick. How's he get up though? Oh. That is so sick, man. Straight out. That is sick as. Beautiful. What do you reckon, guys? Much better than a ragdoll? So much better. Well, there we are, guys. That's probably where I'm going to leave this stream. We've been going over an hour or so. I wanted to leave these streams a little bit digestible, but the Silver Fox says, this game looks so good. I mentioned it in one of your shorts, but this is in the first time I'm able to join a stream. Oh, no worries, man. We're lucky you, but unfortunately, it's the end of the stream. So if you've only just started, probably what you could do is after I stop, just watch the stream from the start. We've been going for an hour and 20 minutes. But anyway, guys, that's probably where I'm going to leave the stream. So, yeah, we've done a bit of showcasing for the first 20 minutes. We've got these new animations into the game. We've got some nice... we've got a much better tasered animation now, which I'm going to make a short, just so everyone on TikTok and YouTube Shorts can check it out, and I'll be able to link up the second devlog. But Silver Fox, if you're only new to the channel, go check out the last devlog number 2. I only just posted a devlog 2 days ago, and it pretty much showcases everything that is done so far. I pretty much only started in July this year, so we're still in a pre-alpha build, like a pre-alpha stage. But soon I'll get the base game done. We'll be in an alpha stage, and then we'll get into a beta stage, a closed beta session, where you guys can download the game. Specific people that become official testers will be able to download the game either through Steam or directly or something. And then they'll be able to help me test and get it to a nice bug-free stage and a working stage so that we can sort of go into early access and go into an official public beta stage. I've watched most of your shorts. I've been around since your zombie game. Oh yeah, man, that was a couple of years ago now. But yeah, the shorts are doing pretty well on YouTube and TikTok. But yeah, that's probably where I'm going to leave this stream, guys. If you only just jumped into the stream, just like I said to Silver Fox, we've been going for an hour and 20 minutes, so you can watch from the start, or if you're new to the channel, you can go check out the devlogs. I'm not sure when the next stream's going to be, maybe in the next couple of days. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.